Thanks to everyone that's joined so far. Great to have you here for today's webinar. My name's Alex. I'm the marketing manager for EMEA North here at Acquia. I'll be here to do just the housekeeping side of stuff and then facilitate a Q&A at the end. So yeah, thanks very much for joining. The webinar today will last about half an hour, and then after that we'll get to some question and answers. Everyone obviously by default is on mute, but if you do have any questions throughout the presentation, please just pop it in the Q&A bar down at the bottom, and we'll get to those at the end. The session is being recorded, so should you need to revisit it afterwards, we'll send out that link afterwards. So now, yeah, thanks for joining, and I'll pass you over to Agnes.
Thank you. Just going to turn off my camera since I'm using a few videos. So welcome to today's webinar with the title Understanding the Acquia Digital Experience Platform and Mapping the End User Journey. My name is Agnes Lind, and I'm currently a solutions engineer at Acquia, which is the open source digital experience company that empowers some of the world's most ambitious brands. Our CTO, as you might have heard of, created Drupal, the open source content management system that now powers more than 4,000 organizations. And in this webinar, you will learn how you can understand, personalize, and engage with students on any channel, as well as creating a seamless experience efficiently to always deliver the best next action. So over the next 20 to 25 minutes, we will take a look at the current situation, the challenges, but also the opportunities within the higher education sector. We will also talk about understanding personalized journeys and evaluate some strategies to meet changing preferences, such as personalization, to be able to understand and engage your audience better. Then I will show you Acquia's approach to this with a demonstration of an end user journey, as well as how some of our tools can be used to efficiently create an engaging end user journey. And finally, we will take a look at some success metrics from some of our customers and how they manage to transform their website experience using some of the tools that I will be demonstrating. And at the end, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. So this is the reality of today. COVID has hit all of us very hard, but for the education sector, it has hit the hardest. And during the pandemic, one of the most people-intensive sectors, which has relied mainly on their physical presence, has completely gone online. Current students have been sent home, and most courses have moved online. And if lockdown continues, it will be hard to find new students after the summer, and even harder to get them to go on campus. And for students, it's all about the real life experience, especially when looking for a university. And looking for a university to attend. It's all about how the university manages to engage the students and to promise that life-changing experience. And nowadays, students can't attend open days and they can't visit the schools, and it's difficult to get a real taste of what the university experience will be like. And even for international students, they might not be able to move in the same way as before the pandemic. So we need to think about how do we attract both students within the UK, but also international students from around the world virtually. And another challenge that we face is that there's an increased competition amongst universities, and that students are more and more looking for a customer-centric experience that speaks to them. They're looking for a meaningful digital experience that is more personal and relevant to them. And this is even more critical during COVID. Where digital experience will be the main introduction to the school. So any differentiator, especially when it comes to personalization of content, can make a huge difference. And at Acquia, when we talk to our customers about creating an engaging digital experience, we explain that they need a solution that syndicates content across all channels tied to a single view of users that understands their personas and preferences. And this allows for engagement with users, or with students in this case, giving them the right message at the right time in the right format. So if we look at how to understand personalized journeys, we need to look at what the end users, and specifically young people, what they expect. And end users want to get what they want quickly. They don't want too many frustrating barriers and hinders to do what they want on the channels that they like. And for businesses and organizations to achieve this, they need to understand their users. They need to create relevant and exciting content. They need to personalize that content to make it more engaging. And then they need to automate that content or the process. We also need to look at the end user journey and the steps to becoming a customer, or in this case, a student at a university. So these are the typical 4 phases of an end user journey when becoming a frequent user or a customer or a student. So we start off with a discovery phase where end users discover the organization, followed by the consideration phase where end users will learn more about the organization. And that's where they consider whether they actually want to engage with the organization or not. And then we have the conversion stage where the end user signs up to the website for the first time, or for example, when a student applies to a course at a university. And then finally, we have the nurturing phase where organizations want to nurture that relationship to increase the engagement and further opportunities in the future. And from the organization's perspective in that end user journey, these are the phases when getting to know and understanding a user, or in our case, a prospective student. So the end user starts off as an anonymous user where the organization knows very little about the user. And then we have the known phase where the user is known and the organization has gathered some more information and then can engage in a more proactive way. And finally, we have the understood phase where the organization understands what the customer or prospective student wants, and they can give more accurate suggestions. So this is our approach at Acquia, and this is our digital experience platform with multiple tools for organizations to achieve that kind of engagement with their customers and students. And what I wanted to focus on are these 2 areas of our platform, or these 2 tools to show you how to create personalized journeys. So we have low-code site building to build and create digital content quickly for quicker time to market. And then we have personalization to show the right content to the right person for that digital engagement. So I will go ahead and give you a demonstration of what that could look like using our tools. And I will start off with an example of an end user journey. And I will take the role as Paula. And Paula is from Spain and has recently graduated from high school. And she's thinking about applying for different universities and has always wanted to study abroad, preferably in the UK. So Emily, just like many other young people, uses Instagram, and she's scrolling on her Instagram. And then based on her geolocation, she can see a post about studying in the UK from a university in England called Acquia University. And she's very interested in this since she's always wanted to study abroad, and especially in the UK. So she wants to find out more. And once she gets to the homepage, she can see a personalized hero talking about studying in the UK. So this feels very relevant to her, but she wants to have a further look at the webpage to see what the university does. She also wants to take a look at the undergraduate courses since she will be an undergraduate student. And she can see that they have many different interesting courses, but she has always been interested in computer science. So she will take a look at their computer science programs. And she can't really make up her mind yet whether she wants to apply or not. So she will abandon her experience here. But once she gets back to the homepage, she will see another personalized hero talking about computer science. And this time she's more ready and she's been thinking about it. So she's going to sign up to this program. So this is an example of an end user journey and a personalized user journey of an anonymous user. So how can organizations create this kind of experience? And as mentioned before, low-code site building is key to building rich content fast. So at Acquia, we have a tool called Acquia Site Studio, which is the only enterprise-grade low-code site building tool for Drupal. And Acquia Site Studio enhances the old process for creating successful Drupal experiences through simplifying website creation. So using Site Studio, you will have complete UX and design control that allows site builders to create user experiences without writing or deploying any code. And Site Studio also utilizes drag and drop functionalities for simplified page and layout creation, which I will also show you in the demo. And Site Studio also enables consistency and brand governance through implementation of design systems that respect brand guidelines that can be easily configured by developers. So we will take a look at how a landing page can be built within a few minutes using Site Studio. And I will be using the same website as in the user demo. So when using Site Studio, there will be an additional tab in Drupal where you can configure site-wide settings and styles and build components and templates that will be consistent throughout the whole site. But I will go ahead and create a landing page. And I will start off by giving it a title. And what you can see here is a layout canvas where you can drag and drop components that the page will consist of. And on the left, we have a component section with a set of components that have been pre-configured and built by developers. And you can easily drag and drop them onto the layout canvas. But I will use something called a helper, which is like a pre-populated template with components that can be reused and edited. And this makes it very easy to reuse page layout and create new pages quickly. So I've chosen this helper. And as you can see, you can also move around these components within the helper. And I don't want this 3-column layout for my landing page, so I will replace it with a 2-column layout. So I will drag this one onto the canvas, and then I want to fill this 2-column layout with an image to the right and some text and a heading to the left. And then I will go ahead and save. And Site Studio also enables the usage of different templates. So a microsite, for example, is useful if you want less distractions on your page, but I will use a landing page template. So here's our landing page created using a helper and a few components. And something that's very convenient about Site Studio is that you can edit the page within the browser. So I will edit the hero and I want to change the title and the background. And all these things that I can edit within the browser are things that have been decided and pre-configured by developers. I also want to change the text color to a light color. And then I want to change the background image. So here is our hero. And I also want to change the image to the right and choose a suitable image for this landing page. And here is our finalized landing page. So within just a few minutes, we have created a beautiful landing page using a helper and a few components. So now I've showed you the simplicity of Site Studio and how to create rich content fast without any code, and how you can utilize drag and drop functionalities to quickly create a page. So now we'll take a look at how we can go even further by providing a personalized experience for our visitors. So at Acquia, we have a tool called Personalization, formerly Lift, that is used to increase engagement with visitors by delivering a personalized experience. And some capabilities that come with personalization is that you can easily track and manage campaigns within a single user interface. You can also personalize content for both known and unknown visitors in real time. We also have a segment builder where you can segment your visitors, which allows for targeted campaigns. And then we have a campaign builder where you build your campaigns very easily, which I will show you. And then finally, we have an analytics section where you can analyze visitors and visitor behaviors. So now we will take a look at how to easily create a personalized campaign similar to the one we saw in the end user journey using Acquia Personalization. So this is the personalization dashboard at Acquia. And to the left, you can manage and organize your different campaigns on all of your different sites and segments. And on the top bar, we have an analytics tab where you can analyze your segments and visitors to make further decisions. But I will create a personalized campaign similar to the computer science campaign that Paula saw on the page. And there are several types of campaigns that we can choose, but I will choose a targeted personalization. And I will give it a name. And then I will choose a site for a personalized campaign. You can also give the campaign a time frame, but I won't do that for now. And now we can choose a segment for the campaign, and our segment is called biology. And now I can go ahead and build the experience. So here's the homepage that Paula visited, and I can choose a slot for the personalized content. And so there are multiple slots that we can choose from, but I'm going to choose a pre-configured slot that I've already configured. And then I will choose to add some content that I've already built from before. And then we will save and continue. And then we will just check that all the details look right, and then we can save and continue. And then finally, we can publish the campaign. So now we will just go and take a look at the campaign and just make sure that it's actually working. So I will go back to the home page and I will go to the undergraduate courses and programs, and then I will go down to the biology courses. And I will click onto this page, read a little, and then once I go back to the home page, we will see a personalized hero talking about biology. So now I've showed you how to create a personalized campaign using Acquia Personalization and how we can do that in just a few clicks. I have also showed you how we could show relevant content to an anonymous user in real time, which can inform further decisions. So these are some summarized success metrics from some of our customers within higher education that have used personalization. And we can see a clear improvement in click-through rates within multiple areas on their websites. So for example, when using personalized ads, the click-through rates went up 150%. We also have a few more numbers of how customers have benefited from using personalization. So for example, here, the amount of course downloads increased a lot, as well as traffic and time spent on study pages. And even though the traffic to the pages increased a lot, the overall downtime was 0% when hosting on the Acquia cloud. And this is just to show you some of the positive outcomes of using personalization and the great results that we have seen over the past years. And that's all that I wanted to share with you guys. And thank you all for listening. And I would be happy to go into more detail if any of you is interested. You can either contact me or the person who invited you. And now I think we'll just spend some time to have some Q&A if anyone has any questions. So you can just put that in the chat and we will stay on for a few minutes.
Thank you very much, Agnes. That was brilliant, and looks scarily easy to use as well. So yeah, that was great to see. Thank you. We have had a couple of questions. If there's any more whilst we're going through these, please just, as Agnes says, just put them in the Q&A window. The first one that we're asked is, can this be linked to a CRM?
Yes, it can. So we have multiple APIs and connectors with personalization. So you can connect any automation or marketing automation tools that you have. So that's possible.
Great, thank you very much. And then approximately how long would it take to see, I guess, rewards from implementation of this?
I would say that really depends on your organization and how you measure success and what kind of metrics that you have and what conversions mean to you. But at Acquia, we have digital strategists that could talk to you and just talk to you about the return on investment. And we also have a model or different levels of personalization. So we have a crawl, walk, run model where the first level, the crawl level, is where you implement just a few personalizations, like a geolocation, for example, and then you can evaluate the results of that. And then you can go further to use more advanced personalizations.
Makes sense. Thank you. There's one other question and another one that's just popped in actually, but what other channels or specifications can personalization work with?
So personalization is mostly around web personalization, but we also have a marketing cloud that offers more products that allows customers to create personalizations across any channel. So for example, we have something called Campaign Studio and also a customer data platform where you can easily use other channels as well.
Great, thank you. You may have just seen a question that's come to us as well. Someone's just asked if they can get a copy of this presentation afterwards.
Yeah, I think so. I think we will send this out. It will be recorded, and so yeah, we could definitely send you just a copy of the slides too.
Yeah, great. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, good point. Actually, yeah, it is being recorded, so we can send you both. So yeah, thanks, Agnes. So I mean, unless anyone else has any more questions, we're happy to stay on. But I just want to thank you for your time, Agnes. That was brilliant, and thanks everyone that's joined as well. I know there's plenty of webinars going on, but I found that really insightful, and I hope everyone else did as well. Oh, there you go. Someone else. Another question from Fiona. Is this based on Drupal?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
And Drupal, which version?
Yeah.
So personalization works for Drupal 7 to 9. Yeah. Cool. I don't really know what versions you're using, but yeah, all the latest versions, it should work for that.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you for those questions as well. Yeah, again, thanks everyone for joining, and I don't know, yeah, just thanks again, Agnes. It was really insightful.
Thank you.
Sorry, there's another question. Currently using version 7, we're looking to move to version 9. Is there a big difference?
I think in terms of personalization, it shouldn't be. But yeah, for Drupal, yes, I think, using our products in the cloud and stuff like that, I think it does differ. But for personalization, I think it's the same.
Cool, thank you. I mean, we're happy to take these questions offline with you as well, so we can certainly follow up directly with you on those ones. So yeah, happy to do that.
Yeah, you can feel free to just email me, and I can do some more research if you want a better answer.
No, that was great. Cool. All right. Well, if there's no further questions, well, just again, yeah, thanks everyone, and we'll follow up with the recording and copies of the slides. And thank you for your time, Agnes. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks everyone.